Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 3 of my Rags to Riches Eco Lifestyle Edition. And if you are returning, welcome back. And we're right where we left off in the last part, where we had just returned to Evergreen Harbor, and the three of them had done their voting, both for the lot type that this community lot is going to be turned into, as well as for the neighborhood action plan. And I took a couple of comments and also have been looking at some other things and doing some thinking, and I realized I'm going to actually add a couple of more sort of goals, rules for the challenge. And the main one is that because Deirdre is a freegan and sort of in support of the nature of the whole pack, I think we're going to limit what we can buy and when we can buy things with the build buy mode. So with respect to what we can buy obviously things to build the house, because those are things we need to essentially use build mode for. And we can buy things that we can't either craft ourselves or that we can't find in the dumpster, or that are sort of known to be in the dumpster. Because I do know when I have played, I have found toilets and sinks, or at least the sinks that stand alone, like a sink in a kitchen sink in a cupboard, that would be different, because those are things that I have never found in there, but just sort of as a guideline. And the next thing is that Deirdre is a freegan, so she doesn't really like buying things. So I figure we should only buy things once a week. And I think the best time to do that is Mondays after the voting ends, which of course they don't have very much money. So they're not going to do very well getting through the first week. But because then we know if there's something we maybe need to buy because of how the voting went. So that's probably an ideal time for them to make their purchases. There are 2 exceptions. If they have kids, say when the baby ages up to a toddler, they can then buy at one point the things that they need for the toddler, but they have to do it all at once, because or else they have to wait till the next Monday. And the same when a toddler ages up to a child. I think when they age up to a teen, they pretty much are like, to the most part, are kind of like adults in terms of what they need. So there wouldn't be anything special that they would need to get. And of course, the same thing applies. Things you can't find or make, find in the dumpster, or that you can make either on the fabricator, or even other things that are already in the game. Like the woodworking table lets you make some things. So the woodworking table would be something we would want to buy when we're able to buy, but you can make things with the woodworking table, even though that's not part of eco lifestyle. The other thing is, if you do have seasons and rebate day happens to fall on a day other than Monday, I think it normally falls on Monday, then you would be able to buy something then to essentially satisfy that. But I think it falls generally on Monday, if I remember correctly. I don't pay that close attention, so that may not be an issue. They are able to buy things from their phone or from the bookcase or things like that. That doesn't require going into build buy mode, so that's okay. And I'm also going to try and limit how much we travel. I know we went to Realm of Magic because I needed them to go there to work on their aspiration and to learn a couple of spells. But now that they've done that, they can try and learn as much as possible. And I'm not saying we'll never go back, but it's not going to be obviously a focus, which I kind of had indicated in the last part. So if they need to travel for an aspiration, then I'll let them travel. But that's the main thing, is we're going to focus on this particular world. So I have updated my blog post to have that in there. If you're playing along, you can choose to do that or not. That is totally up to you. So let's keep going. I wanted Deirdre to do some more diving for deals to see what we can get. And Connor, here's the bar, and I don't know that this has anything in it. No, he can't dive for deals over there. He can come dig. Why don't you come dig up that spot? Do something productive. That's the only thing I can really see. So you'll do that. And then Melody is going to continue trying to do some recycling from her inventory. We'll do this small print one here. So we'll let them keep their books that they got, but they have to build a bookshelf, because you can build a bookshelf with the fabricator. So we need to get as much as possible. So, but we can go into our household inventory. If we find things and they go there, we can take it out and use it in that way. But that's not buying, that's just retrieving things that we get elsewhere, i.e. from going in the dumpster. Oh, she found a kitchen upgrade part. Let's pause. We don't want him to get in here. We want to keep diving for deals. Connor got a limestone. So Connor, I don't really know what you can do, to be honest, because there's not really a lot here. right now, we're just kind of hanging out and waiting for the place to change over. Oh, he wanted to, I guess he could have done that. He was trying to clean up. Now she's going to try and clean up. So we'll do that photo, and see how many bits and stuff do we have anyways. One thing I have heard, and I haven't actually specifically noticed this myself, is that when you find the burnt items, if you try and recycle them while they're still burnt, a friend of mine, oh look, we got some money, said that they weren't able to get any bits and bytes or bits and pieces, whatever they're called. Let's take a look. They don't actually tell you what they're called there. So here you go. Let's come here. Let's see. You have one more to do. So we're going to have you recycle one more time from inventory. And at least one more time, because I'm going to get Connor to come over here, because we have a little bit of time still left, because I think it's 6 o'clock when the voting ends. Why don't we look here? We'll let him do that, and then we'll know for sure. And since I'm going to have him work on that, I will swap him over to, he's not going to complete the Master Maker aspiration, don't get me wrong, but he may as well get some points from the lower level. And actually, I did get some feedback as to whether he should start his job, and the answer was he should. So we had voted on this self-sufficiency, and we had added that. And yes, till 6 p.m., which is what I thought. And it still is winning, so that's good. Let's see. So he was going to start his job. So let's actually have him start his job. Melody, I'm not going to have start the job, because I would like her to work on the Master Maker aspiration, which requires you to be a freelance crafter or whatever it's called. I can't remember. I have done it, but I haven't paid close enough attention to what it's called. So he's going to find a job, and we shall see. And there's no point in her getting a job yet, because I don't think she can really get very far on it. She has to at least get a little bit of fabrication skill, I would think, before we can do that. But and otherwise they're just gonna come and bother her for her to try and learn things. And there's nothing here right now. She doesn't need some fun. So there's no fishing here, and like I said, so that she can't do that for fun. So I don't really know what she's gonna do. Oh, she can cloud gaze. That's fun. Go ahead and cloud gaze. That'll get your fun up for free. And is there anything else left here for you to do? Any diving? You may as well keep diving, my dear. Keep diving as long as you can. Oh, and this came up. So civil designer is what he is going to obviously be. And I think my goal for him is to be the green one. So he needs to acquire some recycled materials, which is good because we also want to do this here. So we're going to try and recycle from inventory, and we will recycle. He doesn't have pictures. He's not been taking pictures. Well, I don't think we actually want these black earbuds, so we're going to recycle them, and hopefully we'll get some decent amount of, so maybe we'll have him take some pictures. So he has something to recycle that I want to recycle. And much as I'm not going to do, I'm going to let them keep breeding their frogs because they need the money, and we need to get some type of shelter up before, well, it would be good to have some type of shelter because I know that Melody is pregnant. So, and when I'm saying they can go into build mode, they can expand a house to add a room for a kid, but they can't build the whole house kind of thing. It's the main priority is just to be buying the things we can't make or find. So there we go. So let's see. Why don't we take these and put them in his inventory so we don't have to focus. And so did he get that done? He did. Good. He works tomorrow. So we're going to recycle. Oh! Where did he get that? I wonder, we don't want to recycle that. We want to actually fix that up so we can actually use it. So we're going to recycle this. Did he get that? Oh, she found it. Oh! Good going, girl. Let's see if we can dive for deals a couple of times. I don't know if you can queue it up or not. And this is always I'm like, oh, I keep trying to go scavenge for parts and stuff in these things, and they don't work. It's almost time. See, she would be good to repair. Does she have the magic? I guess she could help learn her magic skill. I'd rather her buy the handiness book, or them to buy the handiness book before. Okay, so you've got... So we're going to recycle from inventory again. I think I like his potions that he has left. I can't remember. I didn't really look that closely. Yeah, nimble mind, plentiful needs, and good fortune. Those are not really things I want to recycle. Okay, so dive for deals again. You're getting kind of dirty. Maybe you should magic... Well, you don't have any magic skills. You're going to have to learn it. You're going to have to practice. Did you get that fixed? You did. Okay, well, I think because we fixed this, it'll get replaced when the lot is replaced, but we will place this type of lot. There we go. It's building. We're going to put that on here. And I'm not planning on, like, I am going to edit this right now because I have found that it's not actually that functional as it is. So we're going to change a little bit. So, because I find these, your Sims can never get to, and I think it's a bit, so we'll put two beside each other, and as I was about to say, they did fix the fridge, so we are going to put a little fridge here because there was a fridge, and now we're going to put a fridge down. Okay, so I've added an extra recycler, one extra of these, couple of chairs in this little kids area, one more of those, and the potties upstairs, and of course the fridge because they had fixed it. So we are here. So now it's time for them to head home and see what we can do with our own lot, because this is our one-off chance to make a few purchases so that they can hopefully make it through the week. So I'll be back when they get back home. So I am going to do one final selling of some frogs. I am probably, at least for now, going to make them sell them on a yard sale table. She really needs to get cleaned off, but we'll worry about that after. So I'm going to just make them, I'm going to make it a tiny home because I would like them to, I'm going to try and keep them in a tiny home if we can. So I'm going to just do a quick tiny little build using roofs. And then I will be back. They have a basic shelter to help them if there is a bad weather, and I don't think they're going to be very happy in terms of how it looks because I've used free concrete flooring everywhere. And yeah, they have their fridge because we found that and fixed it, and I did buy them this so that we can sell things on the yard sale table, like perhaps these, or maybe we'll recycle them. Of course, we don't have any of the things for recycling. We're going to have to head over to the community lot to do that. And let's see whether someone can try and clean off our Deirdre, because she is pretty dirty, and I doubt that we have a club gathering going, so we may as well do that. And I don't remember if he has got this here with the spellcraft and sorcery. He has cast a spell. I wonder if she hasn't cast a spell on anyone. Let's try and check that out. I think we're going to have to head back over to the other lot. But I wanted to come here because it was after the voting period. And it was when we could, make our changes to our lot so that, and everything else. They don't have very much money anyways, let's be honest. But we're going to be doing some more hunting for things and whatnot. So I need to put her on knowledge and spellcraft and sorcery. And she does need to cast a spell, so let us try that. Spells, Scrubberoo. There we go. Can you be successful? Are you dirty? You need some fun. Oh, that fridge isn't fixed yet, but that's all right. What are you doing? Don't remove the wild plant. That is actually a known thing where the green fiends will remove autonomously wild plants. I don't want them doing that. We need that plant there. So why don't you cloud gaze? That'll help your fun and stop you. And look, you poor girl, you're not feeling very well. And look, you gotta go to the bathroom and you're hungry. And you are not doing that either. Stop. Okay, so you are clean at least, so that's good. And no one knows handiness yet. Yeah, that's always a bit of an issue. So we do have some money. Can we buy some books on the phone? Purchase gifts. Yeah, we can, but I don't know that we can buy skill books. Oh, books. Yeah, but they're not skill books. We need a bookcase, which we need to be able to craft. So it's sort of like oh, look, it's grown. Look, it's not nothing can be collected yet, but it's grown. So I think there's probably no point hanging out here. We may as well head back to the community lot. So I'm going to do that, and I will be back. So we are back here, and I may as well put her on. She needs to introduce herself to 3 more Sims. But we're going to put her on the maker and have her try and recycle. I suppose we could have planted, but we can always do that later. We'll do this potion of nausea. That's not very useful. And you're going to see if you're going to come here. I have to remember to switch him over and have you recycle also. We need to put the brooms in each of their inventories. So let me hit that, and let me try and grab 1 for Melody and 1 for Deirdre for when she goes wandering around, and it makes it easier. So we are going to add to favorites. We'll add this to favorites. I brought that along in case we have something to sell, so that we can do it wherever and we don't have to go to our home lot. And we'll add that to her favorites too. So you, my dear, I should hit play. No wonder they're not doing what I'm asking. Let's go upstairs, and you need to go to the bathroom. And let's see. I know I can rally the troops. I just don't want to rely on it like excessively. So that's why I'm, and she can paint here, but I don't really want to focus on that so much either, because that's always an easy way to make money. And I'm trying to make money from the pack more than anything else. And can she do anything here? So we have to buy the wax to do that, but that might be an option. Oh, and look. Maybe she should make some food, because we have this fridge that I placed, but it was because it was on the lot and I had fixed it, so I figured it was okay to place it. We will do I just don't know, that's 9. They're both the same price. We'll do a garden salad. And because she has done all of that, we're going to put her back over onto this food aspiration. Hopefully she's inspired. We're not going to bother napping. You're more hungry than you are tired, so we really should focus on that a little bit more. Okay, you're done. We need to keep an eye on you. So we're going to recycle from inventory that print, and you're going to try again while you have access to it, because I find sometimes you can't get on these things. So we may as well get this recycling done. And wrong spot. How many bits and stuff do we have? 71 of the one and 113 of the other. Now, I'm not going to do this, but if you shift, actually it's on the fabricator. If you have cheats on and shift on here, you can give bits and pieces. Without mods, you get 50 of each. So let's see. These guys keep looking at their phones. I think because they need some fun. But we're going to try this again. We're going to do something from our small. We don't obviously get very much from that. So you got 3 more times you need to recycle, my dear. And is this going to be your final one? Yay, you got your final one. So is there anything you can do here that's fun? Not that I can really see. Because I wouldn't think that this... You can scrap a fabrication. Oh, but she's already working on it. We're not going to scrap when she's right in the middle of doing it. I did toy with the idea of getting another candle thing because I find, like I said, they just get taken up and they're being used and you can't do anything with it. Can we make any? We don't have any ingredients. Who has ingredients? She has some ingredients. But that's going to give us the fizzing skill and not the actual fabrication skill, which is what we need. So can you recycle from inventory again? Let's just get you through these. And you may as well just do a little bit more since you have access to the machine. We may as well do it. And get some more bits and pieces for when we try and do some fabrication. Oh, they're both... See, I put an extra one on and they're still all being used. I think the only ones I don't tend to see being used is the juice fizzers, to be quite honest. So she's still working on her food. Let's hope it's excellent. Oh, and she has the eating for 2. I didn't actually get I didn't see the notification, but it's been confirmed. She is eating for 2, so she's gonna get both of those. Yay, that's good. You can have 2, sweetie. And Connor, are you hungry too? You are, so why don't you come grab a serving? And why don't we reveal brilliant invention, brighten day. You don't really need social, but you may as well. Share, what do you want to do here? Oh, you want to kiss her? Well, I don't know how that works very well. Enthuse about city planning. Oh, why not? Why should we should do that. I don't think they can craft very much on here when, no, you see, you can't even, doesn't even show because it's scrap woodwork. This one is done. Did this get finished? So we have to scrap it if we want to use it. But he needs some fun. So maybe, did you get yours done? Nope, you didn't. And someone's snuck in. You went away. Oh, you're having a nap. Well, why don't you come grab something to eat? Why don't you grab a serving? That would be good. We might have to just buy them any old book so they can get some fun. Oh, she could... Doesn't she have a book in her inventory? Oh, one of them has a book. They need to be a neophyte. Oh, I think that's what they either are or beyond. Oh, we have a talent point. So we're going to have him do experimenter because you gain experience faster with less failures, which is good. And he's a neophyte, so he could read that. So that would help him with his fun. So why don't we study that magical tome? And that will help him. And she is so tense. So why don't you... Okay, we're done with this for now, because we're not doing that. So why don't we come over here and work on this friend of the world aspiration. And why don't you do a friendly introduction? Did you get filled up? No, you're still eating. Very slowly, but you're eating. And, oh, she's a mentor. So that's the benefit of doing it here. But we're actually going to leave this part here. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! This has been Jennifer. If you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. I'd love to see them. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you'd like to see more videos of challenge, let's plays, tutorials, and occasional speed builds, please subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks very much.